Okay, in this segment, we're going to be focusing on the gathering of runes, the gathering of smithing materials to continue to increase our katana, but also to start increasing the value of our bow as well, because the bow will come in handy when you get to Stormvale Castle, especially with the use of Mighty Shot. But we also want to make sure to get our sword as high a level as we possibly can. So the first place that we're going to go is a place called Mourn Tunnels, which is near the lake. It's actually right here. After we go to Mourn Tunnels, we're then going to be going down this riverbed here, which is going to instigate a fight with an NPC invader. That's important for a specific quest line, but it's also going to give us access to a cave that's right here called Merckwater Cave. That gives us access to an important merchant. And then after that, we're going to head back down to the Weeping Peninsula, should we need to. We'll take a look at our smithing section to see if we really need to. But if we do need to, there is another tunnels called the Mourn Tunnels that have additional smithing materials that we can gather as well. And of course, we'll have to kill people in order to gather those materials. So let's go to the Mourn Tunnels first. Now you'll notice it is nighttime. There are definitely some things out here at night that you want to stay away from when you're this early on. It just so happens that it's nighttime. Alright, the easiest way to get down is over there. Yeah, don't go jumping off cliffs. There are certain heights that your horse cannot take. Down here, I guess? Yeah. Oh. Oh, summoning pools. Yeah. Yeah, if you ever want to play co-op. So remember that dragon? He's going to drop right in there if you get too close to that location. I'm going to do everything in my power to stay away from that. I stay in close to the edge here. And then the tunnel is right back here. We're going to take the elevator down. Get the Site of Grace. And then we're going to go back up because there's a jump off point. And I don't remember if it's on this side. Nah, it's on the other side. We also want to turn on our lantern. Now you're going to make sure you jump. Do not try and run off. They did not make it easy this time around in the FromSoft games. You can't just easily walk off onto ledges anymore. You gotta jump. Like right here, you might look at that and go, oh, I can just walk off. Don't. Make sure you jump. They gave us a lot more distance for fall damage. Actually, I should say fall death. Okay. Yeah, I'm not doing as much damage with my sword as I need to make it worth my while. But the Hoarfrost Stomp, you see what it does. Alright, that's the way forward. That guy's not protecting anything. I don't know if he's going to aggro or not. No. Oh, he did. Alright, on to the next area. Now this one we have to jump. Because that's what takes us to the boss of the area. But before we do that, Alright, so he's guarding one, and there's one back there. Now, once we're out of this particular tunnel, we're definitely going to have enough to upgrade our katana to +3. I don't know how far we'll be able to take the bow. Alright, it's the other side. Okay. Trying to save up my mana for the boss fight, if at all possible. And I think I'm just going to run past this guy and grab it and go. Oh, you bastard. Alright. Let's see if I've got enough mana to pull this off. I am not a fan of this fight at all. There we go. I did not need that medallion in any way, shape, or form. Didn't even need to kill that guy. Did it just for the runes. Alright, so that's Limgrave Tunnels. Let's make a quick trip back to Round Table Hold. By the way, if you want to make an easier, fast way to navigate, you can also get a full list of Sites of Grace. I think we're at a point, though, where my katana can get up to certainly +3, if not +4 or 5.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arms, then.
Okay, so definitely +3. Good. +4. +5. I need one more to get to +6. Alright, for the bow, +1 and +2. Alright, so we will need to clear out Mourn Tunnels in order to get the bow to +3. Alright. So next thing is Merckwater Cave. What we'll do is we'll start from the Limgrave Tunnels. Because we're going to basically go around here to get into this area so that we can get invaded by the NPC and then go into the Merckwater Cave. Alright, let me sit down and maybe grab a couple of levels while I've got some extra runes. And I've got some extra golden runes that I can use to at least get 2 levels. So let me go ahead and use those real quick. No reason to keep them around. So probably let's use 4. I meant to... Sorry. That uses 1 individually. We can also use multiples. There we go. That should get me 2 levels. Now, as I mentioned before, the levels aren't nearly as important with respect to damage as the leveling of your weapons are. But, as a samurai, your health is low. So, you need to level up at the very least for vigor purposes. And then add to dexterity wherever you can. Between now and that first big fight, focus on vigor, focus on dexterity. If you have done some extra farming, add a point into mind, add a point into strength. Don't worry about endurance, focus on vigor and dexterity. Because believe me, the guys you're going to run up against, the bosses you're going to run up against, they're going to hit like a ton of bricks. And you need to be able to take them so that you can actually have an opportunity to heal yourself. Otherwise, you're just dead. Okay, so let's go back up. I probably should have forwarded. I almost want to go back down and forward it to daytime, but... Alright, we're going to stay along this left-hand wall so that we don't aggro the dragon by accident. Oh, right. Freaking crabs. Even though the crabs do not have the ability to spit like the lobsters do, crabs are worse. Because they're faster. They are a lot faster. Alright, there are going to be 2 skeletons here that drop down. Highly recommend that you run for it. Because you're going to get taken off of your horse because of the invasion here in a minute. And if you can get far enough ahead of the skeletons, they will de-aggro. There's the cave that I want us to get into. But there's an invasion coming right there. Now, we're going to get help from another NPC. So the key is to just last until he gets there. That's not good.
If it isn't Nereus, the bloody finger, the end is nigh. For you.
This guy sucks.
And justice.
And I'm dead. As I said, he absolutely sucks. I did not do a very good job with rolling. The key is to try and wait for Yuri to get there. And he just takes an awfully long time. Let me make sure that it's daytime. It already was. Thankfully, I didn't lose much in the way of runes, but... In addition, when I saw him... I actually probably could have killed him, because when I saw him going to heal... I waited too long to run up on him. I should have easily gotten to him and taken care of him. I don't know that it would have absolutely killed him, but it would have come close. Oh, you stupid crab. The really good thing about this is that I will absolutely have time to get my runes back. Yeah, there's the... Nope.
And your cessblood.
There we go. Yeah, we needed to work together. He's just so fast. Yeah, so this was just really a tutorial as well. However, he did just give us the Reduvia dagger. Now, this is not a requirement for this build. But... this dagger could potentially be, if you want to go more stealth, a very important addition to your equipment. It's going to be tremendously great for backstabbing because of the amount of blood loss that it's going to do. I have seen people who have upgraded this tremendously and have done huge amounts of damage just because of backstab damage alone. So you're forced to go in to kill that guy before you can get into Merckwater Cave anyway. So if you want to take advantage of it, you can. Alright, so we're now going to go into Merckwater Cave, which is right here. I want to make sure to sit at the point of site of grace. Actually, let me see if I can get another level while I'm at it. Yep. Alright, we'll put a point into dexterity. And as you saw, it didn't do a whole hell of a lot. Oh my god. Alright, I am sucking it royally right now. That was what was supposed to have happened at the very beginning, but I did an absolutely horrendous job. Mostly because I did not target anybody. So if I have one, well, I actually have a couple, but if I have one tiny complaint, crafting items should never be in a chest. Maybe in a chest in addition to other things, but a chest is designed for rewards, not crafting items. Okay, so boss time, and you'll see why we're here. This is a little bit of a spoiler, maybe.
Well, well, well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief. The gods demand repentance.
Okay, so because of his shield,
all of it.
you really have to use Hoarfrost Stomp.
Wait, please.
And it just takes the two.
White flag and all.
Here we go.
Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a lady of reason, through and through. Ah. Now, how did I get that? I took you for a demi-human. An innocent mistake. Water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? A true lady of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. They're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a little. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next.
Okay, so that was important. He's going to sell some pretty interesting items, including one that, if you want, will help you with the first big boss fight. So, forgiving him, coming back here later to see what he has, could be important for you. Keep that in mind for later. I don't want to spoil anything. Alright. Turn to the entrance. Alright, next thing is the Mourn Tunnel. And the Mourn Tunnel will put us back down to the Weeping Peninsula, which is going to be the next farming area for us anyway. So, the one thing is I don't remember how to get there. It is down here. Let me remove these other... Oh, that one's already gone. Okay. Yeah, so it's down here, but you have to get there from this area. And I don't remember how to get down there. It might be a set of platforms. Alright, let me go start from here. Oh, actually, before I do that, I think I might have enough to level up again. Because I do want, you know, us to have a decent level before we go... Nope, I need to use a rune. Just because my sword is going to be at a decent level doesn't mean that I want my personal level to be at that before going into that boss fight. So, you know, I still want to make sure that we're leveling up, if for no other reason than to get your HP up higher. So I'm going to get that to now level 15. Really, legitimately, you would like to have the red bar to be as close as possible to being as long as the green bar before you go into that first big boss fight. I did not do that in my first playthrough, and yeah, it was rough. So, alright, we're going to do things a little bit out of order here. This is an area that we're going to farm. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Well, maybe. Yeah, oh my god. This is the problem with samurais. That was a perfect representation of the problem with samurais right there. The samurai poise is so low that 2 rats can constantly stagger me. So, what should I have done something different? Absolutely. I should have used a Hoarfrost Stomp. I could have used a bow and arrow. Anything. But I try to, you know, keep saving up on arrows. I try to save up on mana, and that's what happened. So this was the reason why I wanted to put this guide together. That example right there. Thankfully, we're right here close by. Won't be a problem. Didn't have that much to lose either, but... Okay. There is a point of, or a site of grace here in the area, but there's also a lot more rats. So you're going to need to be careful. Such as this one. Just keep an eye out for the yellow eyes. It's also a nice farming area for these specific crafting materials. Alright, there's... well, 4 more. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. Come on. Aggro. Key is to start swinging before they try and jump at you, because you've got a better reach than they do. Almost be preemptive about it. Okay. There is a site of grace here. That I definitely want to grab. Just gotta remember where it is. Actually, I think it's around behind the buildings. Okay. Take advantage of every type of attack ability that you can find. So, jump attacks, the Ashes of War, sneaking, backstabbing, range. Everything is valid in your first playthrough. Everything. Alright, I'm going to worry about the quote-unquote humans a little bit later. I want to make sure that I clear all the rats first. Because as we've already seen, the rats are a problem. Alright, the site of grace is up there on that ridge. Yeah. Alright, now we won't get teleported too far away. Should we die again? Alright, there's another rat over there. the reason for coming in here, other than getting the Site of Grace, is there is another church in the area. And of course we want to pick up the sacred tear that's in that church. And there's another rat, and there's the church right there. Yeah, that was my fault. I was a little bit too slow to make the attack. Ah, good. Couple of... those Arteria leaves are excellent. Just so that you're aware, they will be used, assuming you find the right cookbook, to create a item called the Exalted Meat. Someone's actually going to give us one at the end of a quest. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. Exalted Meats will raise your attack power. I believe it's for 3 minutes. So they are excellent to have, especially in large large groups of enemies. Ah, damn. Oh my god, I keep... All because I wasn't locked on. I'm still not used to locking on, I'll be honest. In previous FromSoft games, you were actually penalized for locking on. Oh, shit. Yeah, you were actually penalized for locking on, so... You know what, I need to heal. I'm still not used to it yet. There we go. Okay, that's everybody. And there's our secret tier. Alright, so let's finish clearing out... By the way, that was a flame spell, or flame incantation. If you ever should decide to go down that path, say later in the game, it might be something you want to use. He was still able to do damage to me. I don't know how. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get a ton of runes for this, but it was worth it, if for no other reason than the sacred tier. I think that's everybody. Alright, let's go back to finding our way then into Mourn Tunnel. Fine. Okay, the entrance is this way. Okay, so the question is... We need to get across that bridge, and then we can go down. All right. Then I need to go back to here. Yeah. And we're going to go around that way. Alright, so we're going to go around this direction. Going to go up this hill. We're actually going to grab another State of Grace along the way. Feel free to kill the dogs if you should so desire. Yeah, here's the other State of Grace that I was talking about. Oh, nice. Now, there is a demi-human sitting right in front of this bridge. I'm just going to jump him. I could kill him. I mean, it wouldn't be a big deal. He's actually not that hard to fight when you're mounted. But for the sake of the guide, let me try and speed this along a little bit. Alright, so I should be able to drop down to here, then drop down to here. And there we go. And then the tunnel is right here. And this one's going to be just like Limgrave Tunnels. It's going to be full of Smithstone level 1s, which we need to finish upgrading our bow. Let me pop a couple of these. Get another level while we're here. That way we're not going in here with a lot of runes in our pocket. And let's see. My plan here is to make sure that Vigor is at least 20 and Dexterity is at least 20 going into that big fight I was talking about. That should put you in the neighborhood of level 20. However, I will tell you, I went into that fight at level 30, but my sword was only +3. Those 2 extra levels on your sword can make a tremendous difference. And my Vigor was not nearly high enough. I'm not even sure my Vigor was above 18. At that time. Oh, I had forgotten that this one was full of demi-humans. Okay. So this one might not be as hard of a fight. For some of it. Of course, we also have this to worry about. And I'll be honest, I don't remember... I do not remember for the life of me what the boss is here. Okay, backstab. There's a guy there on the ground. He's gonna wake up. Alright, I need to run and heal. What? I can't even see! There are times when I don't like the AI design of some of these enemies. Then again, I mean that's pretty much the way everybody feels. Oh, so there were only 2 up here. Okay, never mind. Crap. Other than he set himself up, so that actually ended up working out okay. Alright, let's go deal with this guy first. If I remember correctly, I need 5 level 1 smith stones. To get the bow to +3. They're not aggroing, so if we don't have to kill them, then let's don't. No one's aggroing. There's the exalted flesh I was talking about a little while ago. You find the right cookbook, you'll be able to create that. Oh. Almost positive there's something back here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is a somber smithing stone. So if you'll remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about them being needed for special weapons. We're not using a special weapon, but should you ever find one, somber smithing stones are what you would use to upgrade them. Shit. By the way, the reason that I'm using Hoarfrost Stomp as much as I am, and the reason I went and got it, is because of enemies just like this. Any armored enemy. These guys are armored by rock. They are going to be so much harder to deal with with a slashing weapon, that this is a great way to deal with them. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh, that was bad. I didn't know he had such a delayed attack. I didn't know he had another one. Alright, let me see what I've got here. Alright, I've got 6 level 1s, and that's all I need for the bow. So at this point, unless there's a level 2 in here somewhere, I can probably go without looting anymore. Arteria leaf. I do want to get this somber smithing stone just in case. Not worth it. Is there no boss? Oh, here we go. I don't know that it's going to be a good idea for me to fight a boss. Like this. Because I don't remember who's here. Scaly Misbegotten. We'll give it a try. Oh, yeah. It's okay. It worked out. And Rusted Anchor, plus another couple thousand in runes. Okay, so let's head back to the front. And that actually is going to do it for this particular segment. What I'm going to do now is go back to the round table hold so that we can upgrade the bow. Oh! Okay, and we're going to make a quick jump. Or I was going to, anyway. well, I riskily picked up some items along the way. Everyone's going to see something, and they're going to want to find it and grab it and do whatever they can. So, you know, I'm not going to stop you from doing anything. I'm just getting you to the right locations for the materials. What you do in between, how you get there, where you go in between is completely up to you. Let me go ahead and strengthen the bow to +3. And then... what have I got as far as level 2s? I need one more level 2 to get the katana to +6, which we absolutely should try and get. I don't remember where there is a +2 or a level 2 at the moment. I'll look in between segments. But that's going to wrap it up for this segment. Let me go ahead and get a couple of levels. We'll go ahead and go to 17 on dexterity and 17 on vigor. And that's a nice little stopping point for this segment. In the next segment, we're going to continue our farming. There are a number of places that we need to go in the Weeping Peninsula, and there is a boss fight that we're absolutely going to fight in the Weeping Peninsula as well.